here we are. This is S.x Love Psychedelics, and I'm your host, Dr. Kat, bringing you psychosexual conversations that will leave you intellectually turned on and hungry for more.
So speaking of relationships and you are such a cultivated person in what you teach and what even just the way that you live and the relationship that you have with yourself inside. Dating other people. I can imagine that limits your pool of people who can, I don't know, meet you at that level, whether it's sexually or emotionally. How do you date people who aren't on the tantric path or sex with people who aren't on the tantric path? How do you discern that for yourself?
Yeah, it depends, for me, like I'm very energetic. So, in those, what are they, the blueprints, like it's energetic for me. So if I feel like the energetic pull to someone, then yeah, they could be in the past, yeah, on the spiritual path, but not like fully as deep down as I am. And that's worked out fine, it actually brings like a balance to me. And then I've also dated other men who are very deep down, like way more like kind of wearing turbans and like long beards and guru kind of vibes. So it just depends like where I'm at in my journey and what I need, for integration. Right now, I'm very attracted to more like primal men. They're in the gym and they're hot and buff. And it activates like my primal body, and I don't know if they're really that deeply spiritual, but like my primal body is really responding and I'm just listening to that, so yeah, I don't have a type. It's like it's just where I'm at in my journey, but I don't engage sexually unless as in like penetration, unless there's like a deep container and I feel like we're on the path to kind of being in relation together, creating container together. Yeah. So, but other things, kissing, play, like it just depends moment to moment. Like
Sure. Of course. So the discernment of the alchemy in you and another person rather than where they're at, particularly in their tantric path or their spiritual path.
Yeah. The big thing for me is like that they're, so for me, I need like men who are more either like the consciousness piece is expanded. So that's either they're highly spiritual or they're highly intellectual. So that way that their masculine is strong, so then I can actually surrender into them. So, the highly intellectual ones are often businessmen. That's what I'm kind of seeing lately. I mean, these buff guys, this is more like a primal thing, but like in terms of partnership, that's what I need, like to actually be in relationship and that level of expanded mind, whether spiritually or intellectually. So, yeah.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for tuning in, lovers. And if you want to experience more ecstasy and sexual liberation, head over to s.xlovepsychedelics.com and learn about how you can join me for any one of my online or live events. And while you're there, grab my free guide on sex and psychedelics. Remember, this podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please contact your healthcare provider and local law before pursuing any of the products or psychedelics discussed. And one final note here. I make this show specifically for you. If you're loving the show, then be sure to leave me a review in iTunes or Spotify to let me know. Happy to be here and happy to serve. I'll see you next time on S.x Love Psychedelics.